Hey y'all, back with another one from Eclectic Amalgamation. Now, got a question for you. How many times have you finished watching your current show or series and can't decide on what else you want to see? You scroll through your options, you scroll through, whatever streaming service you're looking at, and you can't decide what you want to watch. What's the next visual adventure you want to go on? What's the next cinematic journey you want to experience? So, I'm here to help you alleviate that problem. And today I will be starting a new series called the Starting 5. To break that down, it's going to be 5 episodes from the hopefully first season of a TV show or series that has multiple seasons, or at least a little starter for you. Today, we're going to be starting with what most of you probably assumed it would be for a person like me. It's Supernatural, because everybody knows I love Supernatural so much. So, number 1, the pilot. Always watch the first episode. Okay? Don't jump in halfway through a season and expect to actually understand what the heck is going on. Always start with the pilot. It establishes your hero, shows your style, teaches you the character motivation, and establishes an overall feel for the show. So always go with the pilot, especially the first time you see Sam and Dean. It lets you know from the jump these two guys are about action, but they actually care about each other. Number 2 will be episode 4, season 1, Phantom Traveler. This is the first appearance of demons, which become a mainstay throughout the entire show, and is the first time the boys will use one of their go-to tactics of impersonating federal agents. And for those that don't know, usually whenever they impersonate federal agents, police officers, anyone that's actually in authority, they'll also name themselves after rock stars, fictional characters like Han Solo and things. They tend to do pretty well with those. Like I believe one, they were Agent Plant and Agent Plant and Agent Bomb, I believe, referencing Led Zeppelin, which was pretty cool. Number 3, that will be episode 9, Home. Home is a very important episode. It establishes the importance of Lawrence, Kansas, the hometown of the boys, and the events that happen there. Now, Lawrence, Kansas is where the boys' lives started. It's where they were actually born. But it's also where their lives as hunters started after the loss of their mother and their father becoming a hunter and training them in that life and bringing them up in that lifestyle from like the age of 2 for Dean, I believe, on up. It's also the first appearance of John Winchester since the pilot, and even in the pilot he was only seen in a flashback of when the boys actually lost their mother, and that's what started the whole journey. And it is also the first appearance of Missouri Mosley, played by the lovely Loretta Devine. I cannot wait. I'm hoping at some point in my career that Loretta Devine will play my mother or my aunt in something. I'm just hoping for it, because man, who plays a better mom or auntie than her? Like there ain't many. There ain't many. Number 4, we episode 17, Hell House. It is the first appearance of Ed Zedmore and Harry Spangler, who are the leaders of the Ghostfacers. They are a recurring guests that tend to show up. They think they know everything about catching ghosts and hauntings and anything supernatural and paranormal, and they do not. They are very inept, but it is hilarious to see their interactions with Sam and Dean. How they think they're the know-it-alls and they're the geniuses, and Sam and Dean, with their more down-home feel, actually knows so much more than these guys that are constantly pulling out all kinds of tech and think because they grew up on the internet that they know everything. But the Ghostface become a pretty important part of the overall story of the show. Worth watching. And number 5, episode 22, Devil's Trap. Now, this is the season finale of Supernatural. I believe at this point they didn't actually know whether they were going to be picked up for a second season, so they kind of wanted to go out with a bang on this one, or at least enough to, get that hype train going. Now, this episode is the first appearance of Bobby Singer, who becomes extremely important, and I can't even really tell you how important he becomes without spoiling the whole show for you. But Bobby becomes extremely important. He becomes very close to the boys. They rely on him for so much throughout the entire series. Okay, from the first season all the way up through the last, the lessons that Bobby teaches them, the things he helps them with, it all matters. And it is extremely important, because without Bobby, pretty much a lot of the show wouldn't even be able to happen. Without his thoughts, the behavior of his character, revelations and things that he happened to know that the boys didn't. I'm just telling you this, Bobby Singer is a badass hunter and a grumpy old bastard, but he's definitely somebody you want to have in the foxhole with you. But I think that's all for this one, guys. I want to keep it short and sweet. See you guys around. Peace.